Alright folks, a continuation from the last one. The reality is that I knew when the dogs were taken away in September 2021 that there was a purpose to it. I realised fairly early on that there was a purpose to it. Because just before they were taken away, God was getting me to do videos talking about finding your peace, and the next day do a video talking about retaining your peace. So therefore, okay, I think something's going to happen. Something pretty big. And when it did, I realised, okay, I've just done videos talking about finding and retaining peace. So God was helping me to understand I need peace in this time because something massive's going to bloody happen. Right? He's preparing me for something. Right, yeah, okay. Right. Then I was able to go to NL, which I couldn't have gone to had I had my dogs. Could not have gone to. Through going to NL, someone there suggested going to the Pentecostal church just down the road from me. I would never have gone to that church because I never did. I've been living here since 2014. For the first 7 years, there was that church down the road. I never went to it. Never went to it. Whether I had a car or not, I never went to it. It was only when that happened I went to that church. Constant noise. Constant noise around here. It's quite annoying. Anyway, so yeah. With that being the case, you had that, then you had that. Then you had the fact that, okay, met the woman from church. Yeah, met the woman there. She come and stood next to me. Did the things you do. Is the person on their own? Yes, okay. The hand, is there rings? No, there's no rings. Is the person behaving like married or single? Well, single, so okay. And again, I'm not judging her. Not in any way, shape or form. God wanted me to see what I saw. And I knew God wanted me to see that for a purpose. There was always a purpose. That had to happen. Then that happened. 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 All these things had to happen. They had to be in their place. Those messages wouldn't be on that car unless I'd gone through all of that. Because I learnt all of that. That bit just there, trust in the one that can see the big picture. That was through standing. Because when you stand, I was standing for 8 months. When you stand, if you focus on the here and now, what you can see, you will fall. Always. Right? So, yeah. All of that on the car was learnt from that time to now. Everything had to happen. Again, a lot of people will say, yeah, but you should have been thinking about how, Kylie Bevan would receive what you were saying. No, you don't. No. You don't, not in any way, shape or form. If you do that, God will never give you anything. If your first thought when God gives you something is, how will other people react to this? He's never going to give you it. You have to understand, if God gives you something, your responsibility is to go with it. Now, sometimes you're going to go with things that you think God has given that he didn't. That's okay. You're going to make mistakes. But guess what? It's better to try to walk in faith in the wrong areas than never trying. There's loads of people in church that will never try. And they will never try because they're thinking too much about how other people will react to what they're doing. I couldn't think about how she would react to it. But God made sure that I had the opinion, from various things. As I say, I checked her out. I checked her out on Google to see if I could find anything on her, and I found something on her from around about 2012 where she had the same name. Right? Therefore suggesting still that she wasn't married. Right? I didn't just blurt out crap. I did as much homework as I could. I couldn't speak to her about it. I couldn't speak to anyone else about it. I could speak to God about it. I could do a little search on Google to see if I could find anything about her. Tried to find her on Facebook and on Instagram and whatever. Okay? You do that because that's what you do, don't you? You use the tools that are available to you. But no, you don't stop yourself from walking in faith because of how somebody else may react to what you're doing. You will always find someone who's going to react badly to what you're doing. If God gives you something, your responsibility is to walk. How that affects other people, that's between them and God. And it's his job to deal with it. It's between them and God. It is not between me and them. And so all this time, I've shown very, very little concern towards Kylie Bevan because she is not my concern at all. I leave her up to God because in the end, he's the only one that can deal with her. I can't. I can't do anything about her situation because she's banned me from Facebook. She's banned me from every church meeting she goes to.